Hello. So many of the people have been asking me about if some of these 10 millimeters can handle the heavier weight bullets. So what I have done is these are my 10 millimeters. I went out and I got some different ammo. I had been using this stuff for a while, the 180 grains. This is just like a normal 180 grains. Here's some 170 grain ones that I picked up. So we're going to try that in some of them. And then I got a hold of some double tap 230 grain hard cast solids, which look like that. They've got kind of a big fat nose, so hopefully they feed fine, but those are the heavier ones. And then the other one I found was bearload. So these are 200 grain lead hard cast bearloads. So I'm gonna shoot, and they look like this. So I'm gonna take them out and shoot some to see how they fire, see if they work, because there was some question whether or not the Sig or the Smith & Wesson or the Glock would work. So basically I'll take out a few of them. I'll take out like a Glock, a Smith, the Sig, and the High Point, because that's new to my collection, and see how they shoot with the different ammo, and I'll post it. Hello. So today we're going to do some ammo testing. This is the Glock 20, and test with, let's start off with the 170 grain bullets from PPU. So no problems with those. So next we're going to step up to the 180 grain by Stillers and Bellet. And I'm only doing 5 rounds at each time. So those function no problem. And next we're going to do the 200 grain bear loads. So yeah, that'll be fun. So I'm going to shoot my bear load out of my 9mm here, or 10mm, sorry. They're a little bit heavier. People were asking if they work, so let's see how they work. No problems with that. That was the 200 grain bear load 10mm hard cast. And then the next one is the 230 grain double tap. We'll see how those go. They're probably on the high end of heavy, but people were wondering how they shot with heavier loads, so let's see how they shoot. No problems. So like I said, it's the Glock 20 in 10mm, and it shot all 4 types of ammo that I have. So people are asking about heavier rounds through 10mm, so I've got the High Point Yeti here, and we're going to try the different rounds. We'll try 5 in each. So the first one we're going to do is 10mm 170 grains. Okay, those worked fine. So now we're going to step it up to the 180 grain by the Seller and Bellet. So and those worked fine. So next we're going to do is the 10mm 200 grain bear load. So the hard cast. So I'm going to shoot the 200 grain hard cast bear load. No shot fine. So the last one I got is the double tap hard cast 230 grain. We'll see how those shoot. No problems. And that's through the high point Yeti. Okay, so we're going to try the 170 grain bullets out of the Sig P2. It's a P320 X10 model. So let's see how those shoot. No problems. Next one, we're going to do the 180 grain by the Sellers and Bella. No problems with those. Sorry for the pause, but I only have 2 mags for the Sig. I can't find any more. So now we're going to do the 200 grain bear loads hard cast. See how those shoot. No problems with those. So now we have the last one is the 230 grain hard cast double tap. So let's see how those shoot. Yeah, no problems with those either. Okay. So we're going to try in the Smith & Wesson M&P 10mm. We're going to try the 170 grain by PPP. No problems with those. So next we're going to try the 180 grain by the Sellers and Bella. Yeah, no problems with those. And I'll pause the video because I can only find 2 mags for the Smith & Wesson. Okay, I got the mags reloaded. So again, the Smith & Wesson M&P. Gonna shoot the 200mm hard cast bear loads. That's what they look like. Ow! I got one off my forehead. Okay, so now we're down to the 230 grain double tap hard cast. And that's what those look like. So And it shot it fine. And that's the Smith & Wesson M&P in 10mm. Hello. So as you can see, I brought them all out to the range and I shot the various ammos. So again, I shot these 170 grain ammo. They're just like a flat nose. These are 180 grain. And I bought these and I was like, oh, bear load, that's great, because I've got bear for a channel logo type thing. And then it dawned on me on the drive home that I gotta say, yeah, I'm shooting hard cast bear loads at the target. That just sounds so wrong, so I'm sure I'll get a lot of people commenting about that. But it is what it is. I think it's kind of funny. But yeah, the 200 grain bear loads, those work great. And the 230 grain. So I had zero problems in any of these. These are the 4 guns I took out. The High Point 1095 Yeti. I got the Glock 20 in 10mm. Then the Smith & Wesson M&P 2.0 10mm, which I had recently got back, and they did Smith & Wesson did a wonderful job fixing it, and now it works flawless. So I'm very happy with that. And that's including with these loads, the big heavy loads that people were saying, oh, they don't work and all that. So I had no problems. I only shot 5 because that you know, I split a box between each of the things. And then the Sig X-Ten, you know, the 320 X10, which that was another one that people were like, oh, it doesn't like the heavier loads. They may have had the problems, but I did not. These are the 4 that I shot, the 4 boxes of ammo, and I put 5 in each, you know, 5 of each, and shot them through and had 0 problems. Whether they have problems with full mags or not, I didn't. You know, these are very expensive and they're like a carry-on round, so I would have to use a whole box to try in each of the things, and I just bought 1 box and divided it up between the 4. I just wanted to see if it would work, because people were like, oh, did you have any problems? Well, I have to say I had 0 problems. So if you wanted to use them, you can. These are hard cast, which most people like the regular jacketed, but the hard cast ones worked fine in all the guns, and they're, like I said, they was up to, you know, 230 grain hard cast. This doesn't have, oh, this does have a velocity. So this one's 1120 feet per second. So I think that's the only one that has a velocity, but it's not a super high velocity round compared to some of the other ones, like Corbon ones that I have are 1350 feet per second or something like that. So some of these might have been faster, but I didn't see a speed on them, so I don't know what the velocity is on them. Sorry. You may be able to go online if you're that curious about it. But they did great. I have to say, I'm very impressed that none of them had problems. So you know, some people have had problems with them, not to say that they don't have these problems. Like I had a problem with the Smith not shooting anything right. It was jamming and all that, and now it works great. So everybody can have a problem with a gun. I don't care what brand it is. These are all good brands. Yes, the High Point is a good brand. I don't care what people say. That worked awesome, and all my High Points work great. So I like them, and I'd recommend them. But so that's my take on the different weights and loads of ammo for the 10mm. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope you have a good day. So I almost forgot. I did save the targets for the rounds, and this is what they are. These are, the High Point did that. The Glock did that for the 20 rounds. The Sig did that, and the Smith & Wesson, that was the target for the Smith & Wesson. So they all did pretty good. That was at about 12 yards or so. So, yeah. So that's what the targets look like.